Here's an update from the KSHB 41 Weather Center. All right, well, we still have a lot of snow cover. It's 25 degrees as of noon, so it's a little warmer than it has been, but the snow cover is quite extensive still. From New Mexico to New England, it is very hard to warm up with the snow cover. And with the upper level flow the way it is also hard to warm up. So let's get into this now. There are some clouds increasing. If you look closely here, watch Kansas. See Kansas here? See what's moving? Those are clouds. What's not moving is the snow. And so we're going to be getting some more clouds this afternoon, but just high overcast is what we are looking at now. Let's go to the upper level flow. It's been coming out of the northwest around a part of the polar vortex in eastern Canada, keeping us cold. There's a ridge out in the western United States. We need that to get here to warm up. So today through Friday, that ridge does move towards us, but it falls apart as a new one forms. But look what happens. The vortex moves away, but the back edge swings through here. And Friday and Saturday, we go into a north flow right out of the Arctic there in the upper levels. There is a new ridge sitting out to the west, and there could be a big storm in the east. I'll show you that here coming up in a second. And then as we go through the weekend, oh, look at this. The ridge is moving east. We're going to warm up next week. It weakens. We're not going to be back into the 50s and 60s, but we could see 30s and 40s, and there's also a little storm system to watch as well, and the polar flow is going into New England. And yes, they are possibly going to have another storm. So on Saturday, this is what one model has. Quite a bit of snow there, and from Atlanta to Richmond. This storm is not going to affect Texas, Oklahoma, and the south. It's going to be an East Coast storm if it stays on shore. So there's Saturday night. There's a lot of snow there along the coast. It would be a legitimate nor'easter and then move off. Now, some models have this about 200 miles east and off the coast, and that is possible too. But whatever happens, it's going to drive the Arctic air south, and we won't be dealing with any significant snow here. So as we take a look at what it means for us, for today, we're in the 20s. Not bad. There's the Arctic air to the north. Tomorrow might actually be the warmest day through Sunday as we get up into the low 30s. Out ahead of an Arctic front. On Thursday, we are down into the 20s with a northeast wind. We're not expecting a lot of snow. And then there's another front. This one is the one that means business. It's going to drop us into the teens on Friday with lows in the single digits. Any snow probably out in the western plains and not reaching here. We may have some flurries. Then Saturdays, that's the coldest day. It's just highs struggling to 15, lows below 0. Wind chills probably 20 to 10 below 0, but maybe not quite as cold as this last one, but still, it's awfully frigid. Then on Sunday, that warm front out west is finally making its move. We're in the 20s. And then on Monday, how about this? 30s and 40s. Look at that. We're finally into it with 40s out to the west, maybe even 50s down in Texas. Then on Tuesday, another little front forms. We're in the 30s and 40s. There's that weather system we'll have to watch. Could bring a little snow or rain. It may be too warm to snow by then. We'll have to watch that closely. For today, though, we're looking at 27 this afternoon. It's not going to warm up much with the north wind and the snow cover and the increasing clouds. Dropping to 13 by 9 p.m. around 10 at midnight, and maybe dropping a few degrees by morning, up to 32 by afternoon. It will warm up, possibly reaching 32 for the first time since 5:25 p.m. last Thursday. Then back into the deep freezer again as we get to 22 Thursday, 16 Friday, with maybe some flurries. 17 Saturday, -2 Saturday morning. Then look at that. After maybe a couple flurries Sunday, up into the 40s. And then we'll watch for that possible system towards the end of next week. Have a great rest of your week. Stay warm. Stay healthy.